calling us the bigs, it's the bigs, it's the bigs, but not because I side.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Flows. This is Herb. This is the Bigs Media Bears post-game show. Wasn't really much to talk about in terms of the Bears win. They got blown out by the Buffalo Bills. Mitch Trubisky came in town and kind of laid it down on the Bears. It is preseason, but how are you feeling, Herb, after that game? What are your thoughts?
I'll tell you what, that game was over almost as fast as it started, Flows. The Bears got the ball first. They immediately went 3 and out. Buffalo Bills got the ball back, drove down the field unimpeded by the Bears defense. Mitch Trubisky led the Buffalo Bills right down the field, scored a touchdown. They did the same thing for the next 3 drives. The Bears were down 28-0 before the game even really got started. This game was over after the first 2 drives. You can tell after the Bears' first drive offensively and then the Bills' first drive offensively that this game was going to get out of hand. It continued to go that way, and so not a whole lot in terms of analysis or breakdown from this game because, like I said, it was only really about 2 or 3 drives worth of game that really mattered. After that, the game was kind of over. But some positives from the Bears. Rodney Adams had another opportunity to make a play, and he did. 73-yard touchdown from him. Had some turnovers from the defense, but all in all, a rough day for the Bears for sure.
Now, some fans might be a little bit upset with the fact that Andy Dalton was still playing through the second quarter with second stringers. What do you think about that decision to keep Andy Dalton in?
I'll tell you what, it's got to be getting pretty tough for Andy Dalton in terms of this ever-growing quarterback competition. He came onto the field for, I think, maybe his 4th or 5th drive, leading the offense out on the field. The entire stadium began to boo him. Then Justin Fields comes in, leads the offense on. The entire stadium goes really, really loud cheers. And so I think that as a person, even though Andy Dalton's a professional, he's been in this league a long time, personally, that has to start to affect you at some point. He continues to say all the right things, but in the post-game press conference, I asked him about it, and he said, listen, I didn't hear any of those boos after I threw the touchdown pass. So that lets me know he's starting to feel some of that pressure, but until he begins to play better or Justin begins to not play as well, he's going to continue to hear those calls for Justin.
Well, I do want to ask you, what did you think about the chemistry and the rhythm with the Bears versus Andy Dalton versus when Justin Fields came in? How do you feel there was a sort of a seismic shift when Justin Fields took over?
Yeah, I think he comes with a natural energy. Not only is he the new toy for the offense, obviously he's a first-round pick, but he comes with a different type of electricity in his game. He's more athletic. He runs around. He can make some plays with his legs as well as his arm. And so naturally, there's just a little bit more energy when he comes onto the field. I do also want to say, in fairness, though, Justin's coming in. He's playing against the 2s and the 3s. And so he's going to make some plays. He's a better athlete than most of the people on the field. And he's playing against the 1s. It's a little bit different level of competition there. And so you got to include that into your evaluation. But listen, anybody watching these 2 quarterbacks can tell you right now, Justin's being the more productive quarterback on the field on game day. We'll continue to see how long, Matt Nagy sticks to the plan and leaves Andy Dalton as QB1 and Justin as QB2.
I have to agree entirely. It gets to the point where you wonder, what is Justin Fields doing with the number 2s? It seems as though he sort of reached his climax or his apex with the number 2 team. And I think as you move toward the end of the preseason, going into week 1, fans will be asking, why is Dalton still in the starting position? Well, ladies and gentlemen, this was the Bigs Media Bears post-game live show. I'm Flows. This is Herb. Thank you for tuning in. It will be in Tennessee next week, so we won't be there. But look out for more content during the training camp this week.